can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd. Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7. Dolphins.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense in the sense they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
At the 22-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, and I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They go play action with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A give. This is Chubb. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Hurts. Rolling to his right. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. So that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Kansas City.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 1st and 10, and Swift. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score, Chiefs 7, Dolphins 0.
On 2nd down, Swift. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Swift, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
At their own 5.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it, they scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Demario Davis on the tackle. A gain of 2.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 33.
Chubb again the ball carrier. The tackle made by Demario Davis. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 10.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Miami. Handoff comes to Chubb. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
At the 22-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Chubb on the counter. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. But it's brought in by Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Washington.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Here's Swift. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th and goal.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Room to run inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run it again with Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
To Nick Chubb.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and...
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You got
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give running right is Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Complete. Richardson has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
1st and goal at the 7.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd? Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Dolphins touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Oh, he breaks another. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On play action, Wentz. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Second down and goal. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He may try and run for this. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Here's second and a yard. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right?
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hurts sets up to throw it. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game.
Dolphins 10.
But Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Chiefs, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside